Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a powerful story of humanity's early days, a time of new beginnings, deep-seated jealousy, and a world-altering judgment. It's the story from Genesis chapters 4 to 7. After leaving the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve started a family. Their first sons were Cain, a farmer, and Abel, a shepherd. One day, they both presented offerings to God. Abel brought the best of his flock, and God looked on it with favor. Cain, however, brought some of his crops, and his offering was not accepted. This filled Cain with rage and envy. God saw his heart and warned him, "Why are you angry? If you do what is right, you will be accepted. But if you don't, sin is crouching at your door, ready to take control." But Cain didn't listen. Instead, he led his brother Abel into a field, and, in a fit of jealousy, killed him. When God asked, "Where is your brother Abel?" Cain defiantly replied, "Am I my brother's keeper?" God knew what had happened and declared that Cain would be a restless wanderer on the earth. Fearing for his life, Cain cried out to God, who mercifully placed a mark on him for protection. Adam and Eve had more children, and humanity began to spread across the land. As generations passed, the world's population grew, but so did its wickedness. Violence and corruption filled the earth to the point where God saw that every inclination of the human heart was only evil all the time. This grieved God deeply, and he regretted making humanity. But amidst all the darkness, one man stood out. His name was Noah. He was a righteous and blameless man who walked faithfully with God. Because of the world's corruption, God decided to bring a great judgment, but he chose to save Noah and his family. He instructed Noah to build a massive boat, an ark, giving him precise dimensions and instructions. God's plan was to save not only Noah's family, but also pairs of every living creature on earth. Noah didn't question, he obeyed. He built the ark exactly as God commanded. He gathered his wife, his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives. He also brought 2 of every kind of animal, male and female, along with enough food for everyone on board. When everything was ready, God said to Noah, "Go into the ark, you and your whole family." Once they were all safely inside with the animals, God himself shut the door. Then, the floodgates of the heavens opened, and rain poured down for 40 days and 40 nights. The waters rose and rose until they covered even the highest mountains. Every living thing on the face of the earth that was not in the ark perished. Only Noah and those with him inside the ark survived the great flood. After the rains stopped, the waters gradually receded over many months. Eventually, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. To see if the land was dry, Noah first sent out a raven, and then a dove. After a few attempts, the dove returned with a freshly plucked olive leaf, a sign of new life in dry land. Finally, God told them it was time to come out. Noah, his family, and all the animals stepped out onto a clean new earth. The first thing Noah did was build an altar to the Lord. He offered a sacrifice to express his deep gratitude for their deliverance. God was pleased and made a profound promise. He would never again destroy all living creatures with a flood. As a sign of this everlasting covenant between himself and all life on earth, God set a rainbow in the clouds. It stands as a beautiful, enduring reminder of his promise and his care for all creation. What an incredible journey from tragedy to hope. This story reminds us of the consequences of sin, but also showcases God's immense grace and his commitment to his creation. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you found this story meaningful, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next video.